But God didn't want to destroy Isaiah. Instead, he wanted to purify him and use him for a special task. In verses 6 and 7 of chapter 6 we read, "Then one of the seraphim flew to me with a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with tongs from the altar. With it he touched my mouth and said, 'See, this has touched your lips. Your guilt is taken away and your sin atoned for.'" This must have been painful, but it was an important symbol. God was showing Isaiah that he could cleanse even the deepest sins. At that moment Isaiah felt clean. His sins had been forgiven, and he was ready to serve God. Then something incredible happened. Isaiah heard God's voice speaking. In verse 8 of chapter 6, God asked, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" It was as if God was looking for someone to be his messenger, someone to speak to the people in his name. Isaiah didn't hesitate. He immediately responded, "Here am I, send me." He was ready to do whatever God asked. No matter how difficult the task would be, Isaiah wanted to serve the God he had just seen and who had forgiven him. He knew that his life would never be the same after this incredible experience. God then gave Isaiah a difficult task. In verses 9 and 10 of chapter 6, he said, "Go and tell this people, be ever hearing but never understanding, be ever seeing but never perceiving. Make the heart of this people calloused, make their ears dull and close their eyes." This meant that Isaiah was to go and speak to the people, but God warned him that many would not listen to the message. The people would hear but not understand. They would see but not perceive. This seemed discouraging, but God wanted Isaiah to keep speaking even when things got tough. It was a mission that would require a lot of courage and perseverance from Isaiah. Isaiah was concerned about this hard message and asked God how long it would last. In verse 11 of chapter 6, we read his question, "For how long, Lord?" He wanted to know how long the people would be blind and deaf to God's message. God's response showed that difficult times were ahead. He spoke of cities that would become empty and houses without inhabitants. This meant that a time of judgment and hardship was coming for the people. But even in this hard message, there was a glimmer of hope. In verse 13 of chapter 6, God gave Isaiah a message of hope to share. He said, "And though a tenth remains in the land, it will again be laid waste."